Welcome to Mystery Handicapper. He is back. I'm talking about Seize the Grave. If you are new to my channel, first of all, I want to welcome you. I want to thank you for subscribing. Picked up some new subscribers last week. I appreciate your support. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new, then you may not be aware that I am one of the owners of Seize the Grave. If you're not new, then you're well aware that I'm one of the owners of Seize the Grave because I've mentioned it many times. And he returns in the Grade 2 Jim Dandy. It's only a 6-horse field in this race, but it's a competitive field. Let's take a look at race number 10 at Saratoga on Saturday. It's the Grade 2 Jim Dandy Stakes. It's a mile and an 8 with a purse of $500,000. Sierra Leone. Wow, he's even money morning line. Is that a little bit too low when you consider, you got Fierceness in this race. You got the Preakness winner in this race. You're only getting even money morning line on Sierra Leone. He's trained by Chad Brown. He's ridden by Flavian Pratt. He broke his maiden at Aqueduct in 1 mile distance, winning by a length and a quarter. Finished second in the Grade 2 Remsen, only losing by a nose to Dornock, who very well might be the best 3-year-old in the country. Next time out, he won the Risen Star Stakes by half a length. He followed it up with another win in the Grade 1 Bluegrass. Kentucky Derby lost by a nose. Probably should have been placed third for interfering with Forever Young. Last time out in the Belmont, he was the favorite in that race. He finished third. Time by a length and a half. He was probably a little bit too far back in that one. Flavian Pratt returns. Out of 6 races, his horse has never been out of the money. He's a closer, and on paper, this race sets up perfectly for him. There's plenty of speed in this race. However, sometimes in these races, there's a lot of speed horses. You may have a couple jockeys might get a little bit scared and decide to hold their horses back a little bit. You may expect a lot of speed, and then when they open up the gate, they're not going so fast. But if they do go fast, it sets up perfectly for Sierra Leone. They spent $2.3 million on this son of gun runner. Can he keep him straight in the stretch? It's been a problem for him. I will use Sierra Leone on my tickets. There he goes. Seize the Grave. 6-1. Let me tell you a little bit about Seize the Grave. When he was 2 years old, I invested in him because he was trained by Wayne Lucas, and I've invested in several of my racehorse horses, and none of them were trained by Wayne Lucas. So this is the first one that he's trained. And him being a son of Arrogant, I was like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I may have a horse here that can compete in the Triple Crown. He broke his maiden, Saratoga. He's a 2-year-old, a length and 3/4. Those 2-year-old races at Saratoga are never easy. Next few races out there, he kind of struggled a bit, but a couple of third-place finishes. Then, in his 3-year-old debut, going into the allowance race at Oaklawn, I said, if he could win this race, maybe they might try to get him in a Derby prep after this. And sure enough, at Oaklawn, he won that race. He won it by a length. And next time out, Lucas put him in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. He finished third. Got some Derby points. We tried to get some more Derby points for him in the Bluegrass, and well, that didn't go well for him at all. Finishing 7th, behind by 10. He was just actually on the outside looking in, because he had not enough Derby points to make the top 20, but he was just on the outside. So Lucas ran him in the Pat Day Mile. On Kentucky Derby Day, he was 9-1 in that race. That was a very impressive race. That pace was really sharp. He was pretty close to it. He won that race by a length and a quarter. Next time out over a muddy track at the Preakness, nobody else wanted the lead. Took it, and he won by 2 1/4. And he raced him in the Belmont. He took some pressure in that race. That was like his 3rd race in 5 weeks. He tired out and he finished 7th, behind by 12. He's gotten a little bit of a break. He's got some sharp workouts coming to this race. His trainer, Dwayne Lucas, has won this race twice, but his last win was way back in 2001. It's been fun watching this horse race. It's been fun watching Seize the Grey compete. In terms of a return on investment, he's provided one of the highest returns on investment of any My Racehorse horse, including Authentic. I also have ownership shares in Authentic, and he won the Kentucky Derby, and he won the Breeders' Cup Classic, but My Racehorse owned a very small percentage in Authentic. So Authentic didn't give you much of a return. My Racehorse owns 100% of this horse. So he's given us a pretty good return. They've also sold his breeders' rights to Gainesway. So it's been a good investment, but it's been a lot of fun as well, watching Seize the Grey compete. It's going to be great watching him compete in the Jim Dandy, and hopefully he's on to the Travers after that. You're getting 6-1 on the 2-horse Seize the Grey. He could take the lead, but he doesn't need the lead. He didn't need the lead in the Pat Day Mile. That allowance race that he won at Oakland, he didn't need the lead in that race either. I will use Seize the Grey at 6-1 on my tickets. At 5-1, it's the 3-horse Batten Down, trained by Bill Mott. He's been showing increasing speed figures his last few races. When he broke his maiden at Churchill Downs at the distance of 1 1/4, he won that race by 8 3/4 of a length. Next time out in Ohio Derby, took him off of Lasix. He still won, going gate to wire. He's going to be forward in this race. You're getting 5-1 on the 3-horse Batten Down. Bill Mott has won this race 4 times. Take a look at another horse that could be forward. It's Pony Express at 20-1. His debut, Santa Anita, he stunk it up. Tonight, behind by 22. Next time out, finished 4th, behind by 12. Spent $500,000 on this gun runner horse. But in his last race, something happened. I don't know what it was, but something happened. He won by 9. Going gate to wire. Look at that Brisnet speed figure. 105. Man, what an unreal jump in speed figures. Now, his buyer speed figure for that race was only 84. So it depends on who you trust more. His trainer, his jockey, Joel Rosario, he's won this race twice in the last 10 years. You're getting 20-1 on the 4-horse Pony Express. Let's take a look at the 5 at 15-1. It's Gould's Gold. Broke his maiden in his 3rd try, winning at Oaklawn by a head. Next time out, finished 3rd in the stakes race. Then in a restricted stakes race at Pimlico, finished second by a nose. In Ohio Derby, he was 11-1 when he finished second behind Batten Down. He's showing increasing speed figures. It's the dangerous duo of Ken McPeak and Brian Hernandez. He's getting 15-1 on the 5-horse, Gould's Gold. And let's take a look at Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I have no idea what this horse is going to do on Saturday. Not a clue. He may finish off the board. He may win by 5. You never know what Fierceness is going to do. I do know his trainer has won this race 7 times. His jockey has won this race 4 times. And the duo of Velasquez and Pletcher over the last 2 months have a win percentage of 38%, according to twinspires.com. He broke his maiden by 11. Next time out in Champaign, he stunk it up, finishing behind by 20. He followed that up with a 6 1/4 length win in the Breeders' Cup Troop. 3-0 debut, disappointing. He was 1-5, finishing 3rd. Next time out, he destroyed that field in the Florida Derby, winning by 13. And in the Kentucky Derby, he was your favorite in the Kentucky Derby. And he disappointed a lot of people that day, finishing 15th, behind by 24. Now, his losses have something in common. That his loss in the Champagne Stakes, he lunged at the start. His loss in the Holy Bull, got pinballed at the start. His loss in the Kentucky Derby, he hopped at the start. I think the key to this race is watch when the gates open. If he doesn't get a good start, it might be over for him. He can't put together 2 good races. But also, he's yet to have 2 bad races in a row. He should be forward in this race. He getting 9-5 on the 6-horse Fierceness. He has a win at the track. I will use Fierceness on my tickets. So these are the horses I'm using. I'm using Sierra Leone, Seize the Gray, and Fierceness. If I play a superfecta, I will throw Batten Down in there for my superfecta. I will be cheering like crazy for Seize the Gray. It's been awesome watching this horse compete. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he wins. But the horse I'm going to pick to win this race, I'm going with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Let's see if he can put it all together in this one. I'm going with Fierceness at 9-5. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.